Welcome back, Rich Nation. My name is AJ, and today we're going to be reacting to more One Piece episodes 269 and 270. Last time we got to see CP9 as a whole and how they react and act with each other, and it's a really fun dynamic. I have to say, they actually were missing that balance with the other three and some comic relief and back and forth. I actually was really enjoying it. But anyway, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, smash that like button, hit that notification bell. You can also check out these episodes early and uncut at patreon.com/ajrich123. Definitely check that out if you haven't, and let's go ahead and start. Yeah, that doesn't make you want to appreciate you at all. God, he's so hateable. Holy. Did somebody turn into cherry blossoms? Is that her maybe her mom? How the fuck is that even possible? Might as well be blunt. God, the hate for Robin is so deep. Isn't Luffy doing some damage out there though? It sounds like that's a really bad area to go by her reaction. All the good memories. This guy's face, there's no way you could... I would not trust somebody like that. But I guess she was desperate at this point if she wanted to protect them. But that didn't count them going after her. So that's not part of the deal. When you go off of shady people, you get shady results. Nope. God, this guy's got some anger issues. Just a little bit. That's fucking overkill. I think a boot to the face a couple times is enough. Now that you know that they're not going to, like, not attack your friends, this guy deserves so much to be, like, beat the living shit out of. Everyone's, like, definition of justice seems vastly different. Speaking about the 10,000 soldiers, I don't think they're handling very well. Okay, don't flinch, but that means you're gonna be knocked out. Now Robin can be saved, though. Now she knows that they're not gonna be protected. She can stop fighting it. Is that... What gave that away? Now he's saying sexual harassment. How can you work for a guy like this? He's higher up in the world government, but still, I mean, I guess it's all about positions of power. In that type of shot, you can see how giant like his arms are. Those things are a whole body's length. Like all of Robin's body is like the size of that arm. These guys are a bit more serious. The moment if they said he wasn't the commander, they'd probably beat the living shit out of him. Like the leader of that group, that's an obvious thing. It's because they respect authority. Which makes it why they stay in it. It is an insane, unlike the antagonists that we've gotten so far in this show, this one is significantly weaker and depends on his like all his people that are under him. He depends on them. This guy is nowhere near the strength of everybody else. All the other people, the leaders, have been the strongest in their group. They're leading by power. They're leading, but this guy is leading by just his position. That's the only reason why he's in any type of power, is the position he's in. Without that, they would kill him, or at least harm him and not listen to him, for sure. They're just gonna go straight through, for sure. Okay, half those guys are dead. Come on. They're literally just pushing through. The amount of casualties on the world government and the Navy are significantly higher than the Straw Hats and Frankie's crew and all that. Why does she scream like they're trying to touch you? Assume they're all like Sanji and you can beat the living shit out of them. Somebody is not gonna stop. I don't think surrounding him works either, obviously, with that. With all those buildings, he's got places to maneuver to. What goes up must come down, right? Okay, that was bullshit jumping. And this is how you miss. You scoffed his pants. And that was enough to get life of loyalty? We're not gonna eat you because we're not hungry. That's the reason. What if they get really hungry again? Yeah. It's probably usually just talking to the other one or to the walls. Yeah, where the hell did he go? He must be protecting other people right now, right? Being an amazing sniper. So he went off and did his own thing, or... Yeah, these riders are a lot stronger than the normal Navy grunts and the world government plebs. He's got fucking rope. And confidence in Luffy. Now there's trust involved. Which makes them drive harder because of that. This is how Luffy gets people to follow him in the first place. People trust him and people believe in him. And he's just kind of likable. So he's got to be above. Possibly he could drop down on them. Ah, yeah. That's the smarter way. That's the faster route than trying to go all the way through. Yeah, because they need help. Robin and Frankie need help. What if you miss? Oh, well, I guess you could stretch your arms. Oh, shit. This is the problem. You can run into him anywhere. I'm telling you, that's such an OP ability. You've seen so many things, Luffy, though. How are you still surprised? Well, if anyone has a shot against him, it's Luffy, now that he knows how he fights to some extent. Which is exactly how Luffy operates. If he's trying to help a friend, if he's trying to do something and he has his mind set, he's not going to stop until he does it or he dies. That's his attitude. That's why people follow him. I mean, that in a multitude of things, but that's why Luffy is so likable, because he's just, that's just the way he thinks. That's the way his mind is just wired. And that can only really be commended, especially in situations like this, because now that Robin knows the truth and she knows that they are not going to follow what they said they were going to do. And it was one of those, those really bad contracts where it's like, we'll do this and this, and then there's things in the small print and all that. Everything is null and void, or we're only doing this if you do this. That's kind of what they did to Robin here. It's the same as if you got if you were able, it's bullshit. That's all I'm going to say about it. It's bullshit. But people like that, maybe not some of CP9, but especially the head of it, I wouldn't trust him at all. But they were I think Robin was just going with that one person and what they told her. But now that you know how some of them work and operate and how shady they are, now I think she's gonna accept being rescued. I feel like you have no other excuse now that you know they're not gonna be safe anyway. Makes sense. It's just straight up running away. They have nothing else they can do at this point. Though they seem like they have infinite people. Way too many people. They have gotten better and better the more experience and more time they've done things. Yeah, that's right. That's not Usopp. He'll be fine. Yeah, he's invincible. You gotta believe in him. And where has he been? So he said he never missed, but he missed getting on there. No, you can't do it. Especially where you're at right now, there's no way. You can't just stop. He's trying to talk himself into doing it, but he can't. The fuck? Yeah. When does that ever work? This is how Usopp would lose. Right here. Falling in tears. Actually, you could die from Giant's tears. Makes a river's worth. Yeah, he recognizes because he was friends with them and talking about, so he knows about that place. I love that they're referencing that when it hasn't been talked about in, what, 200 episodes? I wonder if they were friends with the other two we met. Aha! So they were part of that group. What the fuck? Jesus! There's no way you can tell the difference. They take up a quarter of an island. And that's why they all left. So not just these ones we met here, there could be even more everywhere else. Well, we know what happened to them. So they were forced to do this. But they weren't. So they lied to them. Okay, so it's very obvious that the world government does some shady shit. This is not like the type of justice you think of from a government in this aspect. They're doing a lot of shady things in the background here and making deals with people when they don't even have them in the prison, making lies. 100 years, but I know their lifespans are larger, obviously, but still, that's bullshit. You cannot trust you. That just pretty much straight up says you cannot trust the world government at all. They're liars. A third of your life. But he can tell them they're lying. This is actually a perfect meeting. If he can figure it out and add 2 + 2. Yep. You've been lied to this whole time. So maybe they'll help him now. I guess the first thing is they have to believe him. The best way to get somebody to believe you is the impression of their laughs. Who fucking knew their laugh would bail them out like this in the future? That's insane. Do laughs matter in this show that much? So them meeting meant something. I love the callbacks on this show. It makes me want to pay attention even more. Yup, and I remember this part. They got him out of there, but just in case you forgot, there's no way I could forget about this part. It's funny, even Usopp's connection with them and how he had such a nice back and forth and all that meant something way later on. I love it. Now you have to believe him. And Usopp knows lies. Maybe that'll give him the motivation to get up and help. Meanwhile, or do we have to say it like, meanwhile? This is what I was waiting for them to do. Like, they have things that could take, I would think, that could take down big creatures. Oh, okay, that did a bit more damage than I expected. Or throw everybody all on one. If he goes down, he's screwed too, with all those guys down below. Oh, goddamn animal abuse. He could probably take some people out on the way down. So now they're all on one, which will slow them down, I would think, too. They were able to, yeah, oh, okay. Or they were able to get off fast enough. So all you got to do is go through him. Seems easy enough, right? All they've been doing, at this point, he doesn't care. Everything seems to be a damn crime in this world. Being a pirate pretty much is. Meaning all of them will be after you. It's just gonna make them even more wanted. You already entered, meaning it's too late when it comes to the stuff he's talking about. Yeah, but now he has experience with it. I don't particularly think he might be stronger. I think the powers are the reason why it seems like they were stronger. And we already saw the iron body being able to go through it, or at least do something. Yeah, even more so. See, the thing is, when you give Luffy time to actually have the experience, as we've seen him take a loss before, he learned from the loss, found a way to find the person's weakness, and what he did with Crocodile. I think it's kind of the similar thing here. He took the loss. First of all, he has to drive, obviously, because the push to get Robin, but also he has had the experience and they've had time to think about it. I think that's why he's going to be able to do this. And it's just a one-on-one, which I give Luffy the advantage. That iron body doesn't mean shit compared to this now. That's not what he's thinking about at all. And that's the priority. Yup. In Luffy's mind, he's not thinking about, and that this is just, we know this is how Luffy operates. He's not thinking about any of the, not the consequences, which has made it a little bit harder on him in some parts here. There is downsides to just, you know, trying to go through things and not thinking about things before you do it, and being super determined. There are minor downsides, but when it comes to Luffy just straight up going forward, he's not gonna think about, there's a good thing about not thinking about too many ifs, ands, and buts and the problems around you. Why? Because that means you can focus on what's in front of you. And that's what Luffy is doing here. He's able to get through and actually break through one of these powers and have an advantage here because he's had the experience of doing it. He's fought them already once and lost, learned from his mistakes, and now just fully one-on-one hyper focused into his fight. And that's why he's going to have an advantage here. And he's, you know, the other guy is saying, you know, why are all, you know, the world government, they're going to be after you. He already has an insanely high bounty from the Navy. Who give, at this point, I don't think they care. I don't think Luffy's never cared about that. It's never made him flinch. So that all the stuff they say about that is not going to matter. Now, in the long run, is that going to matter? I feel like it will, because there's the way he's talking about the world government's huge. There's a lot of people that are after Luffy. Obviously, you still got Smoker and all them. You know that I would think maybe that might be an issue going forward, for sure. But in front of him right now, that's not something to think about. You're already there. You're already done the damage. You've already done the crime, as they'd say. So you have to really, Luffy's not going to think about that. He's just going to go forward. And I love that. I think when it comes to, if you're trying to save somebody, you can't be thinking about all the what ifs and buts when you're already in the thick of it. You can't. I feel like, I don't know, this world government, we're learning more and more about them, but I think the biggest thing I learned from this episode about them is that they lie. They straight up, obviously we knew that there's some bad people in the world government, and there's some shady shit going down, as we've been seeing, and just some scumbags in a leadership position. But I didn't think they'd just blatantly lie to giants like that, getting them to guard a door, saying that they're there when they're actually not there. That's just blatant lies. That makes me think you can't trust the world government at all. Like 100%. Like it makes, not that I didn't already, but more so now. I loved the callback to them. I love that Usopp is the one having the conversation with them, because he's the one that was closest and had the, I mean, I guess him and Luffy, but he was very close to the other two. And remember, and then the laughs callback, like I remember their laughs, and that actually is the reason, one of the reasons why the guy believes him. That's something you would not think of, that the laughs matter. At least in this case, it's just very funny to me. Great episodes. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, smash that like button, hit that notification bell. You can also check out these episodes early and uncut, up to 2 weeks for One Piece, along with all my other shows. Definitely check it out over on patreon.com/ajrich123. All my links are down below in the description, Discord, Twitter, all that good stuff. Definitely check those out as well. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.